Hi.
Hi, this is the best.
Paul.
Tim, this is the best.
Doing a thing.
We are. We're doing it
We're
finally.
doing a you thing.
So, I put this song in our to-do list. God,
2 years?
2 years ago. It got buried.
He got buried hard.
Paul loves putting stuff in the list.
Yes.
Way more than me. Way more. Undeniable, right?
Yes, very true. That's
very buried.
Yeah, I can't say that. I can't even like pretend. I'm like, oh no, it's mother. No, like you. Most of the time when we're finding his picks, it's like I'm just gonna type this in and I'm gonna add it to the watch later now, so you have it when you go home and edit. But like I just came up with this today, kind of thing. Whereas like I have like here's the next 3.5 weeks of my content already on the watch later list. So this got buried, and then we moved it up, and then it got buried again.
It got buried again.
Because we were just like, we had this up, and then it was like, hey, we're going to start doing live music, and then blah.
Oh, yeah, you went a little nuts with that.
It got destroyed.
You went a little nuts with that.
And then we were talking about it today, and we're like, we need to get some content up. And he was just like, and he made the joke. He was like, D'espairsRay. And I was like, I'm moving that to the top. We're going to do that.
We're going to finally do it.
And like we've had a couple weeks where like the internet has not been great, so we've moved music up, and then when we go to view it, it went buried again. So the fact that like this
it just wasn't
did not get buried.
It was not meant to be all those other times.
It was meant to be now.
Yep.
So this better be good.
Dang, what if it's not?
I don't know.
Holy hell. No, I've seen D'espairsRay before. When they were kind of breaking in. They used to come to America. They would do anime cons and stuff.
Okay.
And I don't know if they have any like anime title opening tracks. They may. They've been around a long time.
Okay.
They've gone through some member lineups changes and whatnot. I like all of it. I like their style. The older stuff back when I saw them was a little harder and a little more.
So this is Japanese.
This is Japanese.
Okay.
Yep. It's all in Japanese. They rarely do English.
Oh, okay.
To my knowledge, anyways. So this.
I didn't know what to think. So like I was expecting like pop punk or punk or like hardcore or something like that.
I mean, they can do elements of all of that, but this song I think you're going to really enjoy.
Okay.
I think this was a good pick.
2 years ago.
Well, it was a good pick probably 12 years ago, but it's a decent pick, and I think you'll enjoy this song. And, you know, this was put on here back before we really did baby metal, before we really did Bandmate. I was like, oh, you want some Japanese? I know a few Japanese bands, and then buried. So sorry, D'espairsRay, but I still enjoy you guys. So we're going to get you on here now. This is Squall.
Okay.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
It'd be real tragic if you hated it after all that.
It really would.
Could you imagine?
I hope I don't.
You won't. I don't. Hate is not you. Whatever you feel, but hate will not be it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's happening.
You're so happy.
I am.
This does feel very anime opening.
Yeah, let us know if they have an opening. I don't actually know.
Okay, so it's very interesting. His voice doesn't go with the music,
You don't think so?
but it works.
Okay.
Like it's like more of a foil than it is like a joining kind of thing.
Okay.
He has very, very, very clean vocals.
Uh-huh.
And like almost operatic kind of sound to
Well,
him.
in this song.
At least so far. And it's interesting. It's not a clash. it's just an interesting mix of those two, because you have like the little dirty guitars where you have that little distortion and all that kind of stuff, and then there's like no distortion in his voice at all.
Right.
So it's an interesting sound.
Yeah, he's very squeaky clean in this song.
Yes.
He can do the yells, the growls, the screams. He can do all that stuff. I think he's got a really good voice, and this is one of those few times he's really showing it off.
Okay.
So, what do you think?
So far, I like it.
Finally got to it, Paul. I'm just so excited. You have no idea. Well, maybe you have a little idea. You have some amount of idea.
Because we've talked about this so many times.
Yeah.
At one point, we thought we had already done it because it was so far down in the list.
We're like, we did that, right?
We didn't know that we had not done it yet. We're just like, we've done that before, and then I had to look and like.
It's like
I haven't done that.
I was like, I don't think so. How did it do? Like, we were just discussing, I think, different Japanese music in general. Because at that point, Bandmate had done really well, and Love Bites and a couple other bands, and we're just like, well, who else could we? Well, what about old D'espairsRay? And
Pretty sure we did that.
I know, man. We've talked about doing it for 2 years now. So funny. But I'm glad you're digging it so far.
Yeah. He has that anime opening vocal.
For sure.
I like the guitar. Why does the guitar look so long?
Probably is.
That looks like a obnoxiously long guitar. Oh, I like that little.
It's good, right?
Yeah.
I love the music at the chorus.
I like this.
Yeah, I thought you would. It's definitely why I started with a slow song instead of a heavy song. It does feel like they just want to fucking rock so hard, though.
Is that a 6-string?
Oh, I wasn't paying attention to that.
There's a lot of strings.
Could be. That does make the neck fucking monstrous.
Yeah.
I had a 6-string. Nuts.
Drums. This is beautiful.
Yeah. Could have had this 2 years ago, bud.
I like his vocals. They're very kind of like anguishy in this thing. It's like we don't know what he's saying, but it feels very painful, very sad, longing.
Right.
Almost emo-ish.
Maybe. I love the band around the chorus. It's like he stays fairly the same in tempo and tone.
Yeah.
He's the constant where they are doing so many little things. Fade out.
Okay, so this song sucks. No, I'm kidding. kidding.
Why
would
why would you? You're gonna make me squall.
I know.
Squall.
No, this is really good. I like this.
Yeah. Not every song's gonna sound like this.
Okay, that's fine.
But there is enough that is like this.
Okay.
So let me know where you want us to go. When I saw them, it was their second or third album. It was a lot more heavy, a lot more. They were trying to get more like industrial gigs at the time. Were hot.
Okay.
New metal would have been hot.
Okay.
I think this song's from like 2010. I probably saw them in like 2005-ish, 4-ish, with the other album, is my guess. And I don't think you would dislike the heavier stuff, but I didn't want to introduce you to that first.
I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. You want to play to the home crowd kind of thing.
Well, it's that, and I feel like this is probably closer to the direction they stuck with.
Okay. That's good too.
Yeah.
I liked it. Yeah.
It's good.
I'm happy we finally got all the.
Yeah.
Dude, it's amazing. I feel bad about this because like
I know.
It got buried so many. You don't understand.
We tried a couple times.
How
for
many
whatever
times
reason.
sometimes it was literally just malfunctions. And then like it got buried so far deep we couldn't find it sometimes.
Oh, it's so funny.
So it's really because like for some reason when you search on YouTube you can go deeper in your watch later than you can on your phone.
Sure.
So it's like it dropped to that point where like we couldn't search it on the phone.
Yeah.
So the last like couple weeks I've been like pushing it further
towards
closer to the top, so that way like if we got to the point where like you were just like, hey, can we get the song this week? I could find it and be able to drag it to where we needed to.
I'm shocked it took this long because there were so many weeks where I'm like, oh fuck, I forgot to put a song on the list. This thing, go.
And rather than look
random
for it,
thing, go.
you just went random thing.
Which has its own charm.
It does. It does. It can get very chaotic though.
For sure.
But yeah, this is really cool. I like this.
And it's my favorite kind of video. It's just the band
Just
playing.
a band. Random girl just standing out there in the rain, but then just band.
Squall.
Yes, she was standing in a squall.
She was.
Like, subscribe, all that kind of fun stuff. Catch them out on Capes and Scowls. Catch me out on Campfire Ashes, their podcast.
They are.
You can find them on Spotify, Amazon, Apple Music, wherever you find your podcasts.
Yeah.
Links to the original video that we finally got on this channel.
Go support it. Watch it again. Show them some love.
And our Patreon will be merchandise, and our Patreon will be in the description down below.
Yeah.
D'espairsRay. Let us know where to go from here, and we promise it will not get buried.
I do
2 years.
not promise that.
I promise,
we have a history.
I promise it will not be buried for 2 years.
Okay. I love this band, and they got buried. Like, think about that. I've listened to this band since in the 2 years.
Part of this was you.
I acknowledge that. I acknowledge that.
There's a heavy hand was me for just burying it with new stuff, but like
The live music killed it.
that's what it was. It was the live music. When we added Wednesdays, we went deep.
We're like, oh, well, we can do this kind of live performance. Oh, these are always really good. Oh, what about late night? And then we're like, oh, there's a lot of late night to pull from.
And it's like, hey, did you know Kelly Clarkson does?
Oh, and then Kelly Clarkson did us dirty. Sorry, D'espairsRay. If you want to beef take it up with Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah, take it up with Kelly Clarkson because the majority.
They're like, no.
Because we do those 3 at a time.
Don't do it. She'll take your song and she'll make it hers. Don't do it. Don't do it. She'll take Squall and then we'll know. We'll know specifically she saw this. Yeah, don't do it. Don't be a hero, D'espairsRay.
Because like we do her videos 3 at a time, so like we have like 4 or 5 of those videos like ready to go. So that means 12 to 15 songs are gone, and it's like that pushes a lot.
Sure does. Sure does.
We will catch you next time.
Maybe with more D'espairsRay.
Maybe.